All right, I'm gonna address this comment plus a couple other things that come to mind when I saw this. So, all right, so if you're like your everyday average Joe, just like myself, I'm pretty sure all y'all heard this. So growing up, I always heard tax the rich, and I was all for that till I got older. I realized the 1% work their ass off to get to where they're at, and I can relate because I'm working right now to get to that point. So why should I, the person that's putting all the work, all the effort, sacrificing all the time, have to pay more in taxes while the everyday average Joe isn't putting themselves through all that stress and just want to stay comfortable where they're at? Like, nah, you're not gonna tax me more because I worked harder and went the extra mile. Now, I worked my ass off to get in the 1%, which if you are in the 1%, you probably have some employees at that point. So now you're providing value. You're putting jobs into the economy. You're probably offering health benefits and probably some other things along those lines. Now, no knock to the everyday average Joe worker, which is, again, what I am. So what value do you and I add just being a worker? Not much at all. Now, that's not devaluing us in any way, because the rich wouldn't be rich without us. But you kind of have to think. The average person makes $50,000 a year and spends most of that money on bills, which these bills are probably from consuming, because people in this average class are the majority of consumers, while the top 1% are not. And knowing that tells you a lot. So to bring it all back, the 1% provide value to everybody. So if we're doing all the extra hard work that the government doesn't want to do, they allow tax write-offs and tax benefit for providing these jobs and value to everybody else, and to compensate that person or company going the extra mile, which I think is fair. Yet they do have all these benefits. The 1% still pay a lot in taxes, so don't get it wrong. You hear people say like, oh, they don't pay tax? Nah, they do at that top percent. So y'all can see the rich, the 1%, pay their taxes 24.1%, which is the second highest on this chart. Then you can see the next highest is 26.1, which is probably the middle class, I'm assuming. So you can see the rich pay their taxes. And to address the comment again, yes, the working class pays majority of the tax. The working class is most of the world. The 1% is a very few, minuscule amount of people. So yes, they're going to pay more, inevitably. Or I should say they should make up for more of the money that's paid in taxes. So y'all need to take this up with your government officials, because it looks like to me the middle class gets fucked in everything. The rich have tax credits and tax loopholes. The poor class has Section 8, food stamps, unemployment, all this stuff. All aided and provided by the government, but nothing for your average Joe.